Years ago, I did a video on how to replay logs into QReader. But now, some of those logs come from the cloud, and those are retrieved via APIs. How do you replay those? So I asked my good friend Max Lewis, and he actually showed me a simple way of doing this. Everything I'm showing here is non-supported, like the log run utility that I will be using and everything else. This is meant to be for testing, for debugging your rules, but it's not meant to be for anything in production. So with that set aside, I can show you that here, I replaced some of those logs. And the most important thing here is that you will need to create another instance of that log. Let me actually go here into the log source manager and look for Office. Hit enter, and we will see that I created this extra. This is the normal instance where I get my Office 365 logs, but this is the one that I created for replaying. And when you edit that one, what you see is that the protocol being used is syslog, and they put undocumented, and that's why you get that caveat message in there. Once you have done that, the only other thing that I did is I put on the identifier, I put localhost, as you can see here, 172.0.0.1. You can see that when you select the protocol tab, right? Now, once you have done that, you of course will need to deploy changes. Once that is done, you need to do is invoke the log run command. It's in that directory. I'm going to make a loop with 5 events per second, and we will see those logs coming here. Actually, we see them being coalesced in here. You see event count is actually 26. And just for completeness, in order to get the logs, these are some of my Office 365 logs that came via API. So you can grab any one of those, go into the event under the payload, and simply grab it and put it into the text file that you will use log run to replay that with. So I put that in a text file. I did the same steps as before, and we can see that those logs are being replayed. Thank you, Max, for that tip.